What's up, guys, and welcome back to the GuitarWOD, where I show you super efficient guitar exercises and you pretend the wrinkles on my backdrop are not super noticeable. Today's workout is a vibrato workout. It's a very simple exercise. It's going to help you become more conscious of your vibrato usage and develop your own personal style. Let's check it out. So there are two main ways of performing a vibrato, the first of which is bending. So in this style of vibrato, you simply perform a normal string bend, just like any other string bend, like when you're bending from one note to another, except instead of trying to arrive at a new note, you simply bend the note that you're holding slightly higher, release that tension so it comes back down to the original note, and you just do that over and over. The bending method of vibrato is much more conducive to a wider range of pitch. So it's more useful for aggressive vibrato situations. Now, the second method of vibrato is called the pushing and pulling method, or sometimes called the classical vibrato. So in this method of vibrato, rather than actually bending the string, you're simply going to take the note that you have held and you're going to pull and push it along the long axis of the string. So in other words, you're going to move your finger parallel to the guitar's neck while holding down that same note. And what that's going to do is it's going to slightly stretch the string. It's going to increase the tension a little bit, which will raise the note. And then when you push forward towards the bridge, it's going to let some of that tension off. It's going to shorten the string. And so this has a couple benefits. First off, the pushing and pulling method can actually make the note go lower, which is how vocal vibrato is done. In vocal vibrato, when a singer holds a note and applies vibrato, the note goes up and goes down below the original and goes cyclically around like that. But on a guitar, when you bend the string, you can only go up. So you just go above the note and then back down. Additionally, this method of vibrato, the push and pull method, is much more suited to the acoustic guitar, where the higher string tensions make bending much more difficult. So the first type of vibrato, the bending vibrato, would look like this. Hit a note and then just bend it up and down slightly. And the second type, the push and pull vibrato, would look like this. Now, there are two really common problems that players have with their vibrato, and the first one is that they just don't have any. They don't use it. And that makes your playing sound like it's like a MIDI keyboard or something, where the note just, and just hangs there. Probably needed to edit that out, but you get what I'm saying. And the second one is that they just use too much. They haven't practiced using a controlled, tasteful vibrato. So what happens is they just get to the end of a lick and they just flip a switch that says like vibrato on, and it goes, ah! Right? It sounds like a turkey goblin or something. So how do we go about fixing these problems? Well, the first step to improving your vibrato is simply to become more aware of it. Too many players, myself included, if I don't catch myself, when we practice or play, we tend to just tack on the vibrato as an afterthought. It's something we know we need to do, and it's kind of an autonomic response. We end the phrase and just flip the switch and it goes. But that's not going to get you anywhere. Like anything, focused practice is the only way to improve. So just try and train yourself to become more conscious of your vibrato usage. When are you using it? What depth and aggressiveness are you using? A faster, stronger vibrato will sound more tense. It'll build tension, whereas a slow, more restrained vibrato will sound more lyrical. So make sure you're using it in an appropriate way. So the next thing we can do to really improve our vibrato, and this can be an instant improvement. In fact, this was kind of a game changer for me. I used to think that really strong, aggressive vibrato was not my cup of tea. I didn't like it. It seemed abrasive. But then I realized after listening to more singers and more guitar players that the aggressiveness was not what the problem was. The problem was when people, whether it was a player or a singer, just launched into their vibrato full blast after holding a note. Really good vibrato should start off gently and swell or build to whatever intensity you desire. I'll put a link over here somewhere to a really good example of this from the famous opera singer Pavarotti, or hope that's how you pronounce his name. I'm from Alabama. I don't pronounce. So with all that in mind, let's get into today's workout. Today's exercise is a simple relaxed and straightforward exercise. It should be a nice change of pace for you guys that spend a lot of time with a metronome. Basically, all we're going to do is take a very simple, very slow melody and play it very slowly and simply, straightforward, and just be really conscious at the end of every phrase to intentionally use vibrato and to start off gently and swell it, so we're not just hitting it abruptly like I was talking about a minute ago. And this is going to be a really good time to experiment with different styles of vibrato, see which ones your ear likes the best, see which techniques you can perform the easiest, and just generally train yourself to be more conscious about it so that when you play, you're not just flicking a switch and gobbling like a turkey, but you're using it melodically and lyrically and really sounding like a good vocalist. So feel free to use whatever melody you are most comfortable with, as long as it's slow and has a good opportunity, short little phrases so that you can really practice your vibrato at the end of each phrase. In the spirit of the season, even though it's a little late, I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year, so I'm going to use Silent Night and just drag out the Christmas time feeling as long as I can. So that's it for today, guys. Hope it's been helpful. Give that some time, and I'm sure you're going to see some really big improvements in your vibrato. Like always, let me know if you have any feedback, comments, questions, topics you'd like covered in the comment section below this video. Please like and subscribe to the video, and check out the GuitarWOD.com.